Signage is taken for granted because we are so used to seeing illuminated advertising signs that invite us to go shopping. Most of the time, this colourful lettering is even continued over the contours of the shop front, and so creates the full shopping experience. What used to be done with fluorescent tubes that had to be laboriously attached to each other to form the lettering can nowadays be done with LEDs. LEDs offer many advantages. On the one hand, there's the easy installation. The flexible design allows us to use it anywhere. On the other hand, there are, of course, the lower operating costs. Imagine that the LEDs and the signage have to be mounted perfectly 5 or 10 meters high, or maybe even higher. It makes quite a difference if you have to change a fluorescent tube after 10,000 hours, or the LEDs after a much longer period of up to 50,000 hours. The energy efficiency is also, of course, significantly better than with conventional technology. But all of these advantages can only be made use of if you have the right materials. Which is why Evonik has created a range of products called PLEXIGLAS LED that fits the bill perfectly. When we think of an advertising sign that could be in use for 15 or even 20 years, one great advantage of our plexiglass products is their color fastness and stability. At the same time, plexiglass offers perfect formability, so it can be used for every type of lettering design. And last but not least, it's environmentally friendly, completely recyclable, and can be reprocessed to create new plexiglass. For good signage, we need, of course, suitable plexiglass which fits to the LED modules, so that there'll be no hotspots visible. Because who wants to see hotspots? Imagine a DIY store where you could see every single LED on the advertising sign. But the techniques that LED manufacturers have developed for large letters don't work for small letters, such as the ones that are used in smaller shops at airports or shopping malls, for example. So we have developed a special plexiglass that's 30 millimeters thick. Unlit, it's beautifully white. Backlit, it can be used for illuminating lettering, like this example here. Let's have a look inside. Here we can see a groove that the LEDs are fitted into. What's so special about this material is that it offers a very wide range of processing possibilities. We can create wider or smaller grooves for different kinds of LEDs, and we can mill it deeper or shallower. We always get a beautifully lit result with no hotspots. The result depends, of course, on the LED and the quality of the milling. Here is our version with a small groove and the LED flex strip. In contrast, here's an example with a much larger milling where the LEDs are reflected from the back. This is the signage that we see in shopping malls. The large lit surfaces use a very different technique. There, the lighting meanders inside a large box. This is just such a box. When we look inside, we see, for example, a surface that's backlit with various modules. Depending on the version, the result will be lighter or darker. If we want to use colors, we also use colored LEDs, of course. As we can see here, our plexiglass LED gives us a brilliant result. When we compare it to conventional acrylic glass, we can see that our plexiglass LED is much brighter. This is because plexiglass LED perfectly matches the color of our LEDs. There are no hotspots when we place it in front of the lighting, and light scattering is optimized. For rectangular light boxes, LED manufacturers have now come up with side lighting, so you don't have to plaster the entire back wall with a lot of LED modules, but just install a single module on the side to illuminate the whole box. But of course, even here certain conditions have to be met, and we have built all these into our plexiglass LED for side lighting. For side as well as for back lighting, a construction with a depth of 10 or 20 centimeters is required. For outside installations, this is no problem. But for interior work, ultra-flat constructions may be necessary. Again, plexiglass offers the perfect solution. In a light frame, plexiglass LED is lit through its edges. Unlit, it's transparent. When lit, we see an evenly illuminated surface. So for every different LED lighting technique, plexiglass provides the right answer. For conventional backlighting, in various colors or in white, for side lighting, and ultra-slim for edge lighting.
Evonik. Power to create.